So today we decided we're going to talk about our top 5 favorite TV female characters of all time. Yeah, Megan's...
Of all time?
What do you mean, not of all time? Okay, so today Megan and I are going to be talking about our top 5 female TV characters that we absolutely love currently.
That is much better. Number 5 is Santana Lopez. And she's my favorite, well, not my favorite, but one of my top 5 because she's super sarcastic and always has attitude, and I love that in a character. Yet at the same time, she's very loyal to her friends, which gives her the dynamics and the complexity of a good character, whereas in Glee you tend to find pretty stereotypical people.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so for my number 5, I would pick Dr. Mindy Lahiri. The Mindy Project is such a great show, and I feel like Dr. Lahiri's character is just, she's really flawed and she's ridiculous, but she's also amazing, and you kind of just want to be her, and I actually really relate to her on many different instances. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I really like her. I'm not a doctor, but anyway.
I think you are.
A doctor of what?
Obviously romantic comedies.
I actually, if that existed, I would have a doctorate in romantic comedies, so.
4 is Parker from Leverage. She starts the first episode, she is completely crazy. Literally, they called her, what was it? 80 pounds, I think, of crazy in a 4-pound bag.
Wow, that's a lot of crazy.
It was. And she, she starts off not able to really interact with the team, and by the end of the show, she's leading the team and has a solid, committed relationship with Hardison, another member who is awesome.
That's good reason. Okay, 4 for me would be Lorelai Gilmore, Gilmore Girls. She is pretty much the coolest mom ever. But also as a woman, she's incredibly intelligent and witty. Like, I love her sense of humor. I really wish I could just come back with like quips like she does and go back and forth with Rory, and I wish I was as cool as Rory so Lorelai could be my mom, but I think she's a really great character.
Good reason. Number 3 would be Faith from the Buffy Angel universe. I mean, she completely... She made one of the biggest impacts in the universe, having only been in like 26 of the over 200 episodes between Buffy and Angel combined, which is pretty impressive. And when you talk about Buffy, it's hard not to mention Faith and the impact she made.
Okay, number 3, Brooke Davis of One Tree Hill. I feel like you can't really say her name without saying her entire name. Like, she is Brooke Davis, and that should really mean something to you, but my reasons are because she's just this really amazing all-around character. Like, she's vulnerable and emotional, but she's also really, really tough. Like, in situations that are incredibly difficult, she just like rises to the challenge, and she's been through so much and she's bounced back from it, and like she's emotional, but I love that about her because she's so real. And also Sophia Bush is amazing, and she kind of just makes Brooke Davis.
Okay, so number 2, Kenzie from Lost Girl. Kenzie quickly became one of my favorite characters because she's sarcastic and funny and like extremely loyal and really hyperactive. And I'd want her as a best friend, but at the same time, I don't know if I could handle her. Her energy is just so high, but she's like the perfect best friend. And if my best friend is watching this, nothing against you.
My number 2 would be Lizzie McGuire, throwing it back to the good old preteen days. But that's a huge part of why I like her. I feel like she was this great representation of what it was like to be a teen girl, and she had her friends Miranda and Gordo, and they weren't like super popular, but they were an amazing friend group, and Lizzie had an annoying little brother, and I have a little brother too, and I just could really relate to her. And then plus she had a great movie where she went to Italy, and I really wanted to do that, so I think Lizzie's really, really awesome.
Number 1, back to Brooke Davis. Of course she has to be in here twice. She is that awesome.
Mm-hmm.
and like for many of the same reasons actually. But I just love the growth she made from season 1, where she's just this party girl, and then you see over time that that's not who she is. That's just this facade that she puts up, and she's actually really this amazing friend and who will do anything like for her.
Yeah, that's true. My number 1 character is Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreations. Like, Leslie is one of the most amazing female characters out there and role models, because she's really silly and fun, but at the end of the day, she's this really loving, caring person who is a public servant and loves her job and wants to change the world, and she never loses sight of that worldview. We're going to be actually working on a couple, hopefully a lot of blog posts about our top 5 characters, couples, friendships, bromances, so be sure to check that out every week, and we will have another video up for you soon.